This is the moment Michael Heilemann has a heart attack after finishing a half marathon. Steve Lome, a cardiologist, happened to be running right behind him and saved a life for the second time that day.
I never expected something like that in my whole life to happen again, let alone in the same race.
The first sign of trouble started around mile 3 of the 13.1 mile course.
I saw a runner collapse, and I could tell pretty clearly it wasn't just a trip or a simple fainting spell. It was a sudden collapse, and he hit his head on the pavement.
It was 67-year-old Gregory Gonzalez.
I believe we went up an incline, so to speak. I looked to the right, and I decided, oh my gosh, or I thought to myself, oh my gosh, it's downhill for a little bit. I go, great. That's all I remember.
Quickly, we were able to start CPR, and a couple other passersby ended up stopping to help.
I woke up in an ambulance, what I thought was an ambulance.
I knew he was doing okay on the way to the hospital, so I made the decision to continue to run the race. So away I went, and the rest of the race was pretty uneventful until the finish line.
A series of photos at the finish line capture the moments a second man, 56-year-old Michael Heilemann, goes into cardiac arrest.
I crossed the finish line, and then I took about 10 steps past it, and I started to feel dizzy. So I grabbed onto the rail, and I was like, oh man, I must have pushed a little too hard.
I crossed the finish line, tired, of course, threw my arms up in the air, yay, finished. And then I heard somebody say, we need some help over here. I quickly went over there, and again, another person was down, had a head wound, and was completely unresponsive, no pulse, not breathing. I started doing CPR.
I was like, oh, I passed out, so there's a bunch of people around, and then, okay, I can just get up and go, continue the day.
And then he's like, I need to get up. And we said, no, you don't, you're not getting up. You just literally died, and we got you back.
Heart attacks during half marathons and marathons are rare, but when they do happen, the majority are fatal. Heilemann says, had Dr. Lome not been delayed after the first heart attack, Heilemann might not have been so lucky.
That's, super crazy, fortuitous for me. Dr. Lome would have been way ahead of me.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't have tears of joy, absolute joy.
The three men are keeping in touch and hope to run the same half marathon next year together.